This is probably my 5th, 6th time going to Macon. Investor client referred me to an investor buyer, friend of a friend type situation. So, hey, building that community, building that roster of people who will call you on the regular is one of those mandatory parts of building this business. These realtors, these investors, they are the lifeblood of our industry. So without them, you're going to take a while before you'll get your next inspection. So gas is like $4 a gallon in some areas, $4.39, $4.25 or so. But everybody is at 4 or more, 4 or better. So that sucks right now. But it helps to have a fuel-efficient car, a hybrid, electric. A Tesla is kind of going too high on the scale of necessity for this. I thought about it, but I'm like, not putting them kind of miles on some technology that's still brand new, to me at least. So I'm gonna stick with the fuel-efficient vehicles, the hybrid vehicles right now. Who knows? Y'all might see me pull up in a Tesla with my inspection logo blasted across the side. I might have a change of heart down the line. But until then, it ain't happening. So, for Georgia, the best part about being an inspector is it's a year-round industry. So whether it's wintertime, and there is a slow season, typically around Christmas time, but it's not really that slow. It's just slower than what comparing to previous months. Summertime, I think that's all markets is gonna be your busiest time. What I was taught is you prepare for the slow months by stacking up, saving, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. Didn't have the option when I was first starting because I had 0 other sources of income, so it was just this. Either I make money or I don't. There was no put some money to the side from the last inspection. So I was literally paying every single bill with every single inspection. My wife was working and we were paying every single bill with every single check she had. So basically living inspection to inspection. And that got really stressful at one point. Had to get a day job. Still doing inspections. Well, actually, I got a night job. Warehouse forklift driver. I did that for about 2 years. Switched to a different job that was paying more, but way more work. Super exhausted. Working the overnight shift. Still had to wake up and do my inspections. Not every day, but probably once a week. And those are probably the most taxing days. Because you figure I'm doing basically manual labor and driving a forklift at the same time for 8 hours on the overnight shift from 6 to about 5. Then drive home for 30-40 minutes. Nap for, an hour and a half before I wake up to get myself together to head to the day's inspection. Come home. Do the report. At this time it's about 2. Catch another power nap before I have to go back in at 6. So on the daily, I'm looking at about 4 to 5 hours of sleep when inspections pick up, that is. But on normal days, just wake up whenever I wake up. So doing that for a while got taxing. Switched night jobs again to a different warehouse job. Still a forklift driver, making okay money. Didn't really care about the money. I just needed secondary income so I could float through the business. And did that for, I don't even think I made it. I didn't even make it 90 days before I quit because it was just too much. But the business started picking up. So I'm having inspections about every other day, working the overnight shift every single day. Oh, and I was driving Lyft on the weekends. because car got repossessed, so didn't have a car, couldn't afford to finance one because we were so strapped for money, and just literally working 7 days a week. Yeah, that was rough. That was probably the toughest part of getting to this point where I'm inspecting full time and this is the only thing that I do. That was probably the most discouraging, most exhausting, most I'm about to give this up phase of my life. And having my son was that switch that just flipped in me with either you're gonna succeed or he's gonna starve, and he's not gonna starve. Being a father is definitely a different type of motivator outside of just being a provider or just wanting to have money or wanting to be able to do stuff or live comfortably. Like, being a father is a much bigger motivator for me. That's for me. Other people might be different. Yeah, crazy time. So now, full-time inspecting, loving it. I really wish I started doing this sooner. It has its ups and downs, it has its issues.